Mamelodi Sundowns versus MC Alger on Saturday at 3 o'clock at Loftus Stadium. This is the final round or the final game for the group stages of the CAF Champions League. Both of these teams meet at a very, very crucial stage of of the group stages of the CAF Champions League. So remember they played away. So Mamelodi Sundowns played away at MC Alger, and the match ended up in a draw in 0-0, where it was a tight match, and the big lines became fine margins, and we got a draw. We witnessed like a mastermind behind Cardoso's thinking, a mastermind behind Mokwena's thinking, behind Mokwena's tactics, and yeah. So this initially, in a nutshell, this is Rhulani Mokwena versus Miguel Cardoso, and I'll tell you why. Rhulani Mokwena, as a Mamelodi Sundowns coach, went an entire season without losing. Only the last game of the match, which was then postponed, he lost it to, I remember it was Cape Town City. So he lost one match the entire season, and he was knocked out of the CAF Champions League by Miguel Cardoso. Miguel Cardoso was still a coach at Esperance de Tunis at that time in Tunisia, Esperance de Tunis. So Esperance de Tunis beat Mamelodi Sundowns away in their home ground in Tunisia, and Mamelodi Sundowns lost 1-0. They came here in South Africa, Mamelodi Sundowns lost 2-0. So that was the game that decided the fate of Rhulani Mokwena. So initially at Mamelodi Sundowns right now, the standard is so clear that you should win CAF Champions League. I think the only thing that made Miguel Cardoso survived last season by not winning Champions League, it was that he took over after Managerial was set. They took over while the season had already started, and he went on to go to and play the final of the CAF Champions League. But this season, it looks like it is not meant to be. So the hurdle between the CAF Champions League trophy and Miguel Cardoso right now is Miguel Cardoso. Is Rhulani Mokwena, sorry. So Miguel Cardoso from Esperance de Tunis joined Mamelodi Sundowns, taking over the very same seat of Rhulani Mokwena. Rhulani Mokwena at that time went to Wydad. He had a short spell, about 9 months at Wydad, and didn't end well. He had to leave. He was sacked. He left, and he joined MC Alger's Mamelodi at Labdi Alger, and he found himself at the top of this league after 15 games. In the league, he lost only one game. He already won the Algerian Cup. He's gonna play another trophy. He's at a quarterfinal. So this is a man who's doing well. Unlike Miguel Cardoso is currently not doing well at Sundowns. Every trophy, every past 2 trophies that were offered by the league this season, he lost them all. He lost the MTN 8. He lost the Carling knockout. So he's second in the league after Orlando Pirates, after the same game as Rhulani Mokwena. 15 games, and he also lost one the same, but he drew a lot of matches compared to MC Alger. But on paper, both of these teams are strong. On paper, both of these teams has a chance to can win this. But when you look at the CAF Champions League table for both of this group, El Hilal is at the top. Number 2 is MC Alger and Rhulani Mokwena. Number 3 is Mamelodi Sundowns. Number 4 is Sen Eloy Lupopo. Who I don't understand. That's one team that I don't understand. I fail to understand. But that's a topic for another day. So Rhulani Mokwena has 7 points at number 2, while Miguel Cardoso and Sundowns have 6 points at number 3. So Miguel Cardoso, all that Rhulani Mokwena needs to advance to the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League, it's a draw or a win. Any positive result will do him good, and will do MC Alger's good. Now, for Miguel Cardoso, all he needs is a win. All he needs is a win. Win or nothing. He doesn't win that match on Saturday, he's not going through to the quarterfinals, meaning him and Sen Eloy Lupopo have been knocked out. So remember Mamelodi Sundowns in the CAF Champions League are fresh from a draw at Congo, at DR Congo. They were playing Saint Eloy Lupopo, and they played to a 1-1 draw. it was a tight game. It was a tight game, and I don't fault Miguel Cardoso that much because of, remember, Orlando Pirates lost 3-0 there. Rhulani Mokwena went there and lost 1-0 with MC Alger this season. El Hilal, I don't think El Hilal has been there. I think this is where El Hilal will be traveling to send Eloy Lupopo. I might be wrong, because the match that I remember that they played between El Hilal and Send Lupopo, they were playing at Rwanda, where El Hilal are currently based, and they lost that match. So Send Eloy Lupopo, for me, they will need a miracle for them to qualify for the quarterfinals. I don't see them qualifying, because of this is between El Hilal, MC Algiers, and Mamelodi Sundowns, But yeah, coming back to this game, and Sundowns, like I said, they decided that they will take this match they will play this match during the day at Loftus, and tickets are available for their fans, and that's that. But will Mamelodi Sundowns win this? I doubt. As much as I love this team, as much as I doubt, because of Miguel Cardoso, this season tactically he hasn't been convincing in the league, in the domestic cups, even in the Champions League. He really hasn't been convincing, and for him to go on also and lose away at El Hilal, it was very telling that this team is sort of on a decline, performance based. The way even they approach their matches, it's very, very questionable. But Miguel Cardoso have all his players currently at his disposal. Remember, Tembazwane is back from injury, although I complained last week that his performance wasn't really convincing because he's fresh from injury. You can see he's still trying to get what do you call, to adjust back to the game, But Tebogo Mokwena is also there, Tebogo Mokwena is a very, very, like, a solid, take Tebogo Mokwena and Tembazwane and Seila Mudawad of Mamelodi Sundowns, you are left with nothing. You are left with a team that will struggle a lot. These three players in this season that we are in, they define what Mamelodi Sundowns is. They define how Mamelodi Sundowns play. And one of them is absent, you can already see the difference. Just one, And especially Tebogo Mokwena, even at the national team in Bafana, his absence, you can already see that the team is struggling without him. Same at Mamelodi Sundowns. But MC Algiers, what I've realized about MC Algiers is that Rhulani Mokwena lacks a playmaker, lacks a player who can take on the opponents one-on-one, who can create those spaces for his teammates, who can open up the defense. He lacks that kind of a player. But the solid thing that he has, the advantage that he has, is that the whole team play as one. That's one thing about Rhulani Mokwena and dominance. You can see that MC Algiers, in the center of their team, in the center of their tactics, in the center of their game approach, there's dominance. They don't just want to win matches. They want to dominate. And this has been Mamelodi Sundowns also during Rhulani Mokwena's tenure. And that has also been Mamelodi Sundowns throughout. The culture of Mamelodi Sundowns is that we don't just win, we dominate the opponent. But we've seen the decline of that recently, especially this season. We've seen very, very little of that. But that's that. So I predict this match to end in a draw, because for me, Rhulani Mokwena and MC Algiers, that's exactly what they will be coming for. That's exactly what they know, that a draw can be enough here. A draw actually will solidify their place in the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League. Wow, you see. And should they go to the quarterfinals of the CAF Champions League, there's a chance they will play Al Ahly, a team that is very, very difficult. I think also Esperance Tunis, if I'm not mistaken, there's a chance they can play also Esperance Tunis and which team? Stade Malien. I think it's Stade Malien, yeah, I might be wrong. But yeah, this is gonna be a very, very difficult game, and I urge you to just watch this match. This will be a match of the weekend, and should Mamelodi Sundowns lose this match, someone will lose their job. Is it Miguel Cardoso? I don't know. Is it the sporting director, Fleming Beck? I don't know. But or both of them, I don't know, but I can tell you, I can guarantee you, next week, midweek, someone will be losing their job after losing this match.